Hi everyone, my name is Cheryl and this is my Happy Handcraft Studio. Welcome. So today I'm going to talk about some stitching and plans for December. The year is almost at an end. And you can tell that in some of my pieces, they are near finishes. So I'm looking forward to having some new projects in 2022. So this first one is the Meteo 2021 by Jardin Prive. This is a temperature chart I've been working on all year, and we're really getting close to the last month. Looking forward to making that into something for my sewing room. So for November, I decided to do a 25/7 project. So I work on this project 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week. And for that one, I did Watermelon Tourmaline. Watermelon Tourmaline is by Carolyn Manning Designs. And I love it. I mean, it looks like a quilt, so I'm all for that. This one, I am making good progress on it. It's amazing how much you can get done doing 25 minutes a day. And when you're doing 25 minutes a day, you know, you've finished thread, so it ends up being 30 or 35. This is the picture of it, and this shows the line that I've completed to. So a little bit more than a third done, I would say. Been working on this the entire year. I thought I would get more of it done, but it just kind of lingered, and that's why it became my 25/7. But now I'm happy with the progress. It won't be done this year, but it shouldn't take too long in 2022. So the next stitch along that I work on monthly is the Mystery Linens and Threads Sal. I love this. Every time I hold it up, I just love it more. So looking forward to the last piece of this month. And then I'm already excited to find out what the new Mystery Sal will be in 2022. I've done the 2021, that's this one. And then this one back here, the Quaker, was 2020. I just love the pieces that Brendan designed. So looking forward to finishing this. And I imagine we should be hearing soon some hints about the Mystery Sal for 2022. Like fabric, I don't know, it's a mystery. That's what I love about it. Haven't been disappointed. All right, so another piece that I started at the very start in the spring was this Owl Forest Embroidery. And I broke it up so that I would be doing a piece each month. And I'm really making good progress on this one. I just have this last part here to finish for December. I love it. I just love all those owls. I think it'll be great once it's all framed. Yeah, that'll be great to have that one done. So this month I did have 2 new starts. It is Black Sampler November, started by Jacob at Modern Folk Embroidery. And I chose to do this Jane Austen sampler called Real Comfort. I have this on my Silk app, and so I've been doing it there. I'm about maybe 30% finished at this point. It's it's a relaxing stitch in that, you know, you just have the one color, the lettering, it goes quickly. It is, you know, it's kind of boring in some ways, but sometimes boring is good, because I had another new start that is not boring and it's really challenging. So it's nice to head over to the black sampler. So I've been working on Noble Companions from this Leisure Arts book from the 1990s. And I'm doing it on a very slubby linen because I think it's a, you know, a perfect complement to the one that's in the book. And this one has a lot of quarter stitches on slubby linen. Yeah, it's not nice, but I really love how it's coming along. I was concerned because it is so slubby how Santa's face would turn out. You know, it could have been very bad. It could have been very, I don't know, grotesque, off kilter, but I love him. And so even though this one is the more difficult piece to do, this is the one I am most excited to work on. I don't know if it's the colors or if it's Christmas, but yeah, I really like this piece. So I'll definitely be working on that one. So that's all of the stitching that I've been working on this month. And so my plans for December 2021, I've decided to take part in Seazook Stitches magazine monthly challenge. It's called Sparkle and Shine, and so I'm really focusing on the Noble Companions piece. That's this one here. Yeah, it works for Sparkle and Shine because there's going to be a lot of gold going through this. I'm leaving that for the end. I think, you know, when it's as irregular a linen as what this one is, I think I'll leave the metallic till the end. I think that would be the best idea. I have on my list my Needlework Fairy, Jim Shore Mill Hills kit that I've had before. That's going to be on there. Prairie Schooler Santa. I'm going to work on my Real Comfort Jane Austen sampler. Watermelon Tourmaline will get its 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week. And I'm going to finish up 100 Owls, and I'm going to finish up Talavera. So I'll be having quite a few finishes. So you know that if you follow me, that I really try to limit my number of whips that I have. And so currently I'm at 9 whips. And what I have found out about myself is that finishing projects isn't a problem at this point. I tend to make a goal and stick with it and get them done. And I did take part in WhipGo 2021 this year. That's Jessie Marie does stuff. And I really liked it at the beginning because when the numbers were called, I had whips to work on. But like I get all my whips done, so there was really no excitement in her not calling the numbers monthly. And so what I've decided to do for 2022 is I will have a new start for each number. I'm going to have a new start, and I've started my collection. And in my next video, I will show you my board for WhipGo 2022. At this point, I'm just getting all my patterns ready, and I'll start to kit them up. So when Jessie Marie does stuff, pulls numbers, she pulls 2 a month. So that means I will have 2 new starts a month. And then I've decided, because it's Whip Go, I'll also have a whip challenge as part of it. So for example, it might have the name of the new start, plus work on oldest whip, or work on newest whip, or work on favorite whip, or work on seasonal whip. Just so that I'm also going back and making sure all my other whips are being finished as well. It's a real mix of projects that I'm thinking of. Quite a few smalls, seasonal smalls that, I collect the pictures from magazines and like Primitive Stitching and Punch Needle and Primitive Stitching magazine. I have several of those ready to go. And this will give me the chance to get them started. So I'll have that excitement of numbers called and which projects will I be working on for the month. So I'm really looking forward to that. I am starting also to think about the new year, so 2022. I know that I'm going to do the Linen and Threads Mystery Sal. I've done it 2 years in a row, and I'm ready to do a 3rd year as well. I really enjoyed doing my temperature chart this year. And so thanks to one of my viewers, JJ, she put me onto this pattern. And it's from Christie's Corner. And this is Temperature Library, and I can just see this done and put into my study, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think I'm going to do it on just it's kind of a mushroom colored fabric. This was from my stash, and last night I put together my colors. So I have my warm and cool colors ready to go. Different colors than what was on the Meteo 2021. So it'll be nice to have some different colors to work on. So I think what I'm going to do is hopefully in December I'll get, maybe the first shelf or 2 ready to go to prep for the temperature chart. So for this one, each book is a day of the month. And I guess for February, I have to find out if it's a leap year or not. And then for my big start in 2022, I have decided that I'm going to do Hoity Toity by Long Dog Samplers. So this is one that every time I see it, I think I need to do that piece. And I've come to realize that I love stitching, but I can only have so much stitching in my house. And so I'm going to spend my time on a bigger piece. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm using this kind of an antique white 32 count Lugana. So really excited to get this started. I'll have to get the threads all ready for that one. So exciting times in 2022. So I was wondering, have you chosen a new start for 2022? I'd love to hear what your plans are for 2022. I'd rather set a stitching goal than a resolution. It's much more fun. It gives you more to look forward to, the new stitching in the new year. All right, so for quilting, I finished Reindeer Frolic. So last winter I was working on this piece. It is on sort of different kinds of red flannels, and it is white wool appliqued on top. And I love how it works, how it looks. I'm finding that if there is a deer on something, I'm going to want to quilt it or stitch it or sew it. I think it's, you know, from where I live, you know, we see deer every day. I just love how it looks. So I got that finished, and then I'm also completing another quilt called Row Houses, and I am at the point where I'm sewing the binding on. So I've made really good progress on that as well. So for quilting, I'm going to finish the binding on Row Houses, and I have charity blocks to make this month, but I've decided that December is going to be either Christmas sewing or charity sewing. Most of the sewing I do is for charity, and so December will be the time that I can work on all these pieces. I probably will make another gnome for the sale. I made 2. I kept 1 and sold 1, so I think the sale could use another one of those. So I'll make some gnomes. I'll do some Christmas placemats or stockings. I've just thought November I'll get everything else cleaned up, and then December really start to think about what I'm going to make for our Bags, Babies, and Beyond, our yearly charity event that we have for the Ujamagrammas. So looking forward to that. Now for books, I'm listening to a great book that I haven't quite finished. It's a CD I listen to in my car, and I can hardly wait to get into my car to drive so that I can listen to State of Terror by Louise Penny and Hillary Clinton. It is a good mystery thriller, I guess you could say. So I'm really looking forward to finishing that one up. I think it's a good selection if you are interested in politics and spy novels and that kind of thing. Well, it's really good. So as soon as this video is over, I'm going to jump in my car and go for a drive, and I think today will be the day that I finish it. All right, everyone. I'll be back in December to talk more about my 2022 plans, show you what my whip go is going to look like. I'd love to hear what you're planning for 2022. Do you have any special stitching plans or quilting plans? All right, everyone, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.